Hey, Frosty? Frosty, the store's closed. There's nothing in there you need. Buddy!
He's waving hi.
Shit. Oh, bless him.
Guy.
Good day, Two Evans. Today has been a very nice, calm day here in Oneida, New York. Got up early, got the next 3 days off, but also as well, we went to see Star Wars. We finally went to see The Rise of Skywalker. And I will say, I know that a lot of people out there, well, definitely with Chris as well, we'll have to talk about it more. But I think it's going to have to wait for a minute because I need a pee. Oh. Right, crisis averted. I was holding in that, well, for majority of the time until we left the cinema, and I was like sitting in the car. Oh, now I have to pee. But all good now. But please note, this is a spoiler-free review that I talk about Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker. Or I derped on the name there. But definitely, I know if Chris wants to chip in, he's more than welcome to. You don't want to chip in? He's shaking his head. Would you like sushi? I'll buy. See, you'll nod to sushi. But talking about it in the car, we can agree where people can find some faults with it. In which I agree, it's like, okay, fair enough. But honestly, it was not a bad film. Fair enough, it's kind of technically telling Return of the Jedi again, but from a different standpoint. And different aspects, new worlds, are all in there. I mean, don't get me wrong. But honestly, this is a film in which would be somewhere, I think, 4th or 5th on my list of the Star Wars films that I would, chronologically watch and such. I wouldn't say this was like an apology letter for one or two things for The Last Jedi, but honestly, this film has its moments, and it's always good to see that, especially as well going in, but seeing mostly the younger generation, a new generation of people and kids going into this film, excited to see how this is played off, because theoretically, this is technically not our film anymore. We'll watch it from the back, as Force Ghosts, to see a new generation enjoy Star Wars and not get salted on or shat on by, the naysayers and the haters. This is their time to watch this film. This is their time to go into the next generation of Star Wars film, whether if they go to 10, 11, 12 onwards like that, with new characters, with Rey, Finn, Poe, and the rest of the crew. It's their time. For me personally, I looked at the Star Wars film, I walked out of that and I thought, you know what? I think that's me. That's me, because it's all there. I meant, yeah. When I left work, my manager who saw the film, he advised me to go in it, open-minded obviously, but without high expectations. He explained to me there was one part in the film in which you'll understand when you see it. And for those as well who've seen it as well, the first 10 minutes of that film, personally to me, I feel that was kind of pushed very quickly to say, this is the situation now, and this is what's going to happen. You got to deal with that now, Resistance. Don't fuck up. But honestly, if they took that first 10 minutes odd and maybe just pushed it, I would say somewhere between halfway through the second act or the beginning of the third act of the film, then I think that could have played into more suspense. It's like the beginning of Return of the Jedi, where we have that scene where you see the second Death Star being built, and it's like, oh, the Emperor is coming, but you don't see him until just nearing end of the first act and such onwards. But that's how I feel personally. I think it's like they should have just pushed it a little bit back to build the suspense, to think, oh god, how bad is it actually going to be when it builds up the suspense. Because in those 10 minutes it's like kind of forcing us there to say Nyeh. So, but yeah, again, very fantastic. Nice nods to the past of Star Wars, everything that's in there, and including more of the past of Star Wars, so I do like that. And I know, fair enough, with the scenes in which were filmed with Carrie Fisher and some of it was CGI, most probably some of it, you know, with her daughter being the double for Carrie. I will say this now, even with that as well, she still showed her grace and presence, and, you know, it showed that, you know, Princess Leia is always going to be awesome. And once again, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. You know, even in the last days of filming Star Wars, she still is excellent. She still is graceful. And everyone is always a dick to C-3PO. Stop it. He's cool. He's awesome. But, yeah, I wouldn't give this a 5-star film. I would definitely give this roundabout 3. You know, 3 stars, just barely enough to hit it for a 4, but not enough to hit it down to a 2. This is like in the middle now. This is like 3 stars. But again, a nice way to end off this legacy, I feel. Now, if you guys have any comments about it without giving spoilers away, put it in the comments. I'm more than happy to hear your thoughts on it. Thanks.
So
wait! So, tell me, a friend of yours was talking about that they went to see Cats?
Elliot Lefebvre of Massively Overpowered.
Go ahead.
So, Elliot Lefebvre, who is one of the incredible writers of many that are Massively Overpowered, and one of my favorite personal writers on the site,
Chin Chin.
writers in general, Chin Chin, went to see Cats. Here's his tweet storm, as he put it. The movie has a singular vision. It's just that the vision appears to be one of those awful ones, the kind that usually leaves people sobbing and gibbering in a padded room. Up until the last moments of this film, I was begging the filmmakers to decide if these characters walk on all 4s or on 2 legs. Characters switch back and forth mid-screen. It's so incomprehensible, you latch onto it as the easiest question to answer among hundreds. When Dame Judi Dench and Sir Ian McKellen show up, it feels incomprehensible simply because you can't assume these 2 singular talents would need to pay rent or afford something. Then again, every single known person in this film is a question of why they are in this film. This movie is the one reason Idris Elba will not get an OBE. Why can't Idris Elba teleport? Why is he able to teleport like 7 cats to a sex barge in the middle of a river? Why does another cat later gain the ability to just teleport Dame Judi Dench out of peril and make Idris Elba's entire subplot completely irrelevant? Understand, I have no patience whatsoever for pedantic nerd bitching about, well, how can character X do thing Y, and arguing about defined limits of power, but the entire plot hinges on this. I cannot remember the names of basically any character in this film. This is bad, because basically all of them show up, sing a song in which they say their name about 400 times, and then do nothing else whatsoever. It's like an hour of the film. One of the cats appears to be a male calico cat. That is vanishingly rare. It's a nice distraction for the fact that the subtext of that scene is Francesca Hayward having a threesome with that cat and his sister. I wish I was kidding. Rebel Wilson takes off her cat skin, and underneath is her cat suit again plus a dress. She does it again later. I don't know if it's diegetic or not. I feel like she can just keep unzipping and peeling layers of cat away, and there's always a fresh layer of cat. Is this a Looney Tunes short or a serious film or a goofy musical or what? It's proof that someone should break into Tom Hooper's house and steal back his Oscar, probably. This film is composed entirely of characters perpetually dry humping with no genitals. I have no pussy, and I must come. The horror story of Harlan Ellison was too afraid to write. The shade, oh my god. Taylor Swift appears to be the one person who knew the movie she was making. Her character is wearing nothing but porn actress heels, and she's strutting around and shaking her body off. Who wants to fuck Kitty Taylor? The scene where Judi Dench shows up is just... Are they all hoping to nail Judi Dench? Is that the point of the scene? Or are you telling me that you shot a scene to let me know that all of these cats want to have sex with Dame Judi Dench, Tom Hooper? Can you sleep at night, sir? Normally with a musical, you remember songs and her characters. With this film, you remember wondering if these cats are speaking English, because they sometimes insert hisses and yows, or if it's supposed to be just cats making cat noises at each other. Both versions are awful. Mr. Mistopheles, or whatever his name is, has a song in which he explains that his coat is completely black. He's actually a tuxedo cat with ample white patches. I feel so bad for Jessica Hayward, honestly. She does her job well. She clearly puts in full effort. She just has a terrible director, script, and production to work with it. I hope someone gave her a hug at the premiere. Diegetic refers to the things that actually occur within the world of a narrative film. In most musicals, for example, song is not diegetic. Everything is actually bursting into a tune. I don't know what is actually diegetic in this movie. Maybe nothing. The entire film is shot with a color grade that suggests that Tom Hooper, at one point, saw the state of video games at the start of the 7th console generation. He was all, I am here for this! Real as brown, motherfuckers! Welcome to my horny vision of cat hunting! Yeah, but...
Is that it?
That's it for now. There might be more later.
Buddy.
Oh my god.
Do you know, I got that stuck in my head now. Everybody wants to fuck Dame Judi Dench.
Oh my god. Like, oh. And this is why he's one of my favorite writers. Like, just, oh my god. Woo! Woo!
Shade. Shade and speed. That's what I say.
Shade as hell. Shady. That she is, mwah! That is artisan. That is fucking, like, carefully selected, hand-picked tea leaves dried at the peak of freshness. That shit is good.
Biggest disclaimer as well for this video today, when I go to edit it and I upload it online. Like I said, there's that little section at the bottom which is required that you click yes or no to say, is this video suited for kids? I'm telling you this right now. No, it's not! Quiet night. GTA. Relaxing and editing. But I'm gonna call it night as it is getting late. And sleep time junction is just round the corner. So sleep's good. But no, today was a very nice day. Nice, quite calm day, especially with Star Wars. I'm just watching people's reviews now and I'm just like, I see what you did there. But but thank you guys for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you have, as always, don't forget to hit that like button. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a brand spanking new day, and hopefully it should be better than the rest. Sleep you. But until then, take it easy, guys.